what it kind of says about where both teams are.
No, it's just a testament to both teams. The work that we both been putting in. I think for us, just as a team, we approach every game one step at a time, one game at a time, and it's paid off and it's worked out for us. And for them, continue to see them, and it's always a good matchup when we play them. So, credit to them. They've been in a bunch of finals as well. A great team, and they continue to compete at a high level.
Your Western Conference team, you usually don't get the chance to see them, but you did, obviously, in July. You guys picked up the win. How does that kind of help that it's not the first time seeing them this season in a final, that you kind of had a taste on where they're at this season?
Yeah, it definitely helps seeing them before. Obviously seeing you don't want to see an opponent for the first time in the final. So I think for us, getting to play them, no matter the result of the game, but just seeing, how they play, what they like to do, and things that certain characteristics of certain players. And I think it's big for me. But yeah, I'd say that game definitely helped. Not the result, but just in being familiar with the opponent.
Congrats on being in the final. Nearly 2 decades of high-level college and pro soccer for you. You've been in a lot of championships. What have you learned in all of your experience in playing these final games?
I think just to be calm. I think the team that can be the most calm, but also not too calm, have a sense of urgency, but just most relaxed team. For me, the result's going to be the result. All you can do is just control, do what you can in those 90 minutes and, hope that you've done well enough and the team's prepared well enough and then approach game day like another game.
Back in July, Columbus hosted the All-Star game. A couple of players from LAFC were in town. Curious as to how far you went in terms of building relationships with them. And on top of that, how does a pro player separate that experience from then being opponents with those players?
Didn't get to speak to any of those guys too much. Obviously, Stevie Marrera did. Had a couple of French guys there and guys that he's known Bouanga for a while. So, but for Steve, for myself, it's like no matter how close you are with a guy, I think at the end of the day, you want to win. You can be your brother is your brother after, but during competition, yeah, you put that to the side and just try to do the best that you can. Hope your friends have a good game, but you hope you win.
Hi, Christian.
Hello.
Obviously, last 2 games against LAFC was a final, and then you beat them in their home stadium. How have just having those 2 games, especially having the one this season, kind of helped prepare you? You usually don't get to watch West Coast teams like that, so just know what they have on this team this season.
I think anybody in this country knows what they have and how good of a side they are. They do things a bit differently than we do, but they're as clinical and have that killer instinct in Bouanga and Bogusz and now Giroud. So you're never safe with them. When you think you're safe, Bouanga picks up a ball on his own 18 and is 1-0 down. So yeah, it's a fun matchup, and especially for the neutral eye to see 2 different styles collide, it'll be good.
I know you guys all say every game's a new game, but how much is in the back of your mind the last time you faced this team, you scored 2 goals, and the success that you had?
I don't think my personal success or the team success. I think we understand their point of view and how their mindset is probably coming in, especially some of the comments that we've seen or the interviews that we've seen with the words like revenge used and them wanting us labeled as the favorites and stuff like that. So we understand that they're probably using that a bit to use that as extra motivation. And we just have to, like we've done before, stay in our lane and be ready for their best, that which we've normally got.
Do you feel like you're going into this match as the favorites?
No, I think we go into every matchup knowing and respecting the opponent, what dangers they provide. So we're ready for what we think that they're going to do. And it's about executing and then adjusting if things are going in a different manner.
A lot of questions this year about how the coaching staff would help this team evolve. When you compare how the crew are performing now compared to how the crew performed at the end of this season last year, what's different and what makes you more dangerous?
Oh, I think that we're able to adjust on the fly sometimes with just one word or a signal from the sideline. Whereas last year, maybe around this time, we were still learning certain things that Wilfred and this system requires. So we're able to see stuff quicker, to be able to adjust what teams are doing and that confidence between the group to talk to each other and communicate what somebody thinks is going on and be able to figure stuff out on the field, I think is very valuable. And yeah, I think it goes also as a player empowering that Wilford leads, giving us the confidence that this is saying that this is our team, to be able to now make decisions at the end of the day when we're on the field, and he trusts us with that. So it's a big thing to be able to have that backing.
As Crew fans are watching this game tomorrow afternoon, what should they be looking for to know that things are going well, aside from just the scoreboard increasing on your side?
I think if it looks like what our games have looked like this year, in terms of possession, in terms of how we're defending on the front foot, our reactions when we lose the ball, I think they normally get upped for that, and fans have that reaction in the stadium, and you sense it, and that momentum starts to build. So I think that momentum is very crucial in seeing that things are going well.
Christian, what does it mean to you and the team to be able to host another final at home? And what do you kind of hope to see from the fans tomorrow?
I hope to see a packed Lower.com field, an electric atmosphere, and yeah, for us to be able to play at home, complete the job that we've needed to do to get to this point, knowing that there was only one team that we could play away against, and once they got eliminated, we knew it was an opportunity we needed to take to be able to give the city another final, and have this opportunity. So we don't take it for granted, and we're excited to see all the fans tomorrow night. And we know that they're going to show out.
Cucho, you said after Philly, the plan was to take the next few days to rest and recover and get ready for tomorrow. What does those days in between of recovering kind of entail?
Relax the mind, rest, to be home, don't think too much about the final. That's the most important. In this moment, we are ready to play the final. We are excited to see the fans again, and we are so excited to have another final here. So that's special, and we want to give to the fans another cup.
You played at LAFC, obviously final, and then you beat them on their home turf. Can you just talk about how those last two games have been and just the emotions and your takeaway from the games you played against LA?
Every game is different, of course. The final was different. The Malaysia game a few weeks ago is different, and tomorrow is gonna be hard because they know us a little bit more, but we have to do the same work, same idea, same effort, and remind we are in home, and that's the most important. Knows we have to show how we play face to the fans and to the people.
You had this journey in CONCACAF in the spring that enabled the team to really bond. How has that helped you in preparation for this final game in Leagues Cup?
Yes, I think the CONCACAF Champions games were good to learn how to face these kind of games. We have that kind of experience to play these games, to be calm, to be composed, and know how we play. And nothing more to say. We are ready. I'm ready. I'm so happy to play another final with this club, making his history with this club, and the people only the winners. So we have to know that and keep in the brain.
The fans at lower.com field are constantly excited by not just the attacking part of the game, but the defensive part of the game and every bit of what happens. How excited and how inspiring is that for you and the team?
It's important. It's very important. I think if if the fans, sorry, if they with us every game and every minute, is important. Sometimes, like a player, you feel tired, but you learn, you hear your fans. You say, I have to go. I have to go because they look at me, what I'm doing, how I'm doing. So we how always say, I always say, we do everything to the fans. So we want to give them another felicidad, happiness, another happiness. So nothing, excited and waiting for the game.
Hi, Diego. Obviously, you played a final here in Columbus before. Can you just talk a little about just what you remember from the MLS Cup final, that emotions, and if you're looking forward to feeling those again tomorrow?
Yeah, it was a great night for us. I have good memories about that game, and we enjoyed it a lot. But that was another game, another year also, and now we have another challenge. And no, I hope that it's gonna be the same atmosphere and the same energy from every single game that we play here. But of course, a final is better, obviously, and yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Is it fun for you that you keep on playing these finals against your former team? And does it add anything special, the fact that you did play for LA?
Yeah, I was yeah, two finals right now that we are gonna play against them, and no, I respect LAFC. I have also good years there. Was nice also to be there. I enjoyed it a lot, but now I play for Columbus Crew, and I'm gonna give everything to try to win. And football is like this. Now I'm in another club, and yeah, I'm gonna respect always LFC, but now I want to win for sure.
Diego, congratulations on being in the final tomorrow.
Thank you.
We see your performance after your arrival here in Columbus all the way through MLS Cup. And now here in the spring and summer, the numbers have increased dramatically, in particular in tournament games. What's different about your game now compared to perhaps your return to Major League Soccer?
I think now, obviously, I'm older and I have more years playing on the game, and this experience sometimes on the pitch you can like put it in, and but I'm still like you say now in this club, and the ideas of playing football and having that dynamic and help me a lot for my style of playing. And yeah, I'm always try to do my best and try to work hard for keep winning games and trophy.
As an attacking player, I know you understand chemistry with your teammates. Can you help define for the fans what the chemistry is like between you and Christian and Cucho?
Yeah, I think the fact that we also have a good relationship outside of the pitch, that's I think helps a lot. Then when you're there, you know more about your teammate. But I think also we have a good connection with other players also, and it's something that we are working every day on having that kind of connection with players, knowing what your teammate is gonna do, or having the idea. Obviously, then in a game is different because you have the opponent, and the situations sometimes are not the same. But now that you ask for Cucho and Chris, I think talking a lot with each other and knowing each other helps a lot to have that connection on the pitch.
Slightly different profile from LAFC since the last time you saw them with Giroud added to the roster. What are you expecting from your opponent tomorrow?
No, it's a hard game, a hard opponent, and also it's a final. Finals are always hard, and we need to work hard from the beginning to try to win the game. But obviously they are gonna try to do the same. But it's a final, it's different, and I hope we can do it.
Diego, you guys have played one final at home, one final away in the past 9 months. Now you have another final at home. What does it mean to be here in this stadium with the supporters behind you and supporting you?
No, it's really important. And they are always here. Every single game, they are supporting us. And the atmosphere that you have here is really good and help us on the games. And I think that tomorrow is gonna be the same. And like you say, this is the second final that we are gonna play here, and it's really good to have two finals at home.